Hey everybody, Setzer here from GCP Gaming, and this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a bit now. I've seen some videos circulating around TikTok and other places that are accusing Monster Hunter Wilds of being DEI and woke, and for that sole purpose is getting bad reviews or downvoted by the DEI bad crowd. They claim that characters like Olivia are DEI because she's more masculine, even though she's hot as fuck. That having the inclusion of body types A or B instead of male or female is woke and ruining the game. And yet, Monster Hunter Wilds has been some of the most fun I've had in a game since Baldur's Gate 3. So, why are the anti DEI and anti woke crowd downvoting this game? Probably because they haven't played it, or they're bad. While I understand that there is a trend amongst AAA games, or games in general, being bad due to a hyperfixation on being woke, and foregoing any real gameplay elements or story writing that make games fun and interesting, there are titles that would be considered woke that these trends don't apply to. Wilds being one of them, along with Baldur's Gate 3, Spider Man 2, Final Fantasy 16, Helldivers 2, just to name a few. But they're probably unfamiliar with the title Monster Hunter and haven't played Worlds and are just AAA chuds hopping on a hate trend because this is the internet and that's what people do apparently. Wilds has pushed the Monster Hunter franchise into the forefront with sales and its peak concurrent players at 1.4 million, reaching almost 5 times that of Worlds. I think their peak was about 350,000, which has put it under the scrutiny of the weirdos out there who can't stand seeing a woman or a person of color on their screen. And to those people, I say, go touch grass. It won't hurt you. I promise. These people are mixing gasoline into what would otherwise be a nice bucket of water to pour onto the hyper fixated woke slop dumpster fire of games we've gotten recently, like Dragon Age Veilguard, Skull and Bones, which wasn't really woke that I know of, it was just trash, or Star Wars Outlaws. I want to clarify as well that DEI itself isn't what made these games bad. It's that the games were riding on that being the sole reason for it to do well. The DEI and woke elements are done poorly because the game itself was bad graphics, bad writing, bad gameplay, boring, it's not innovative, nothing new, etc., etc. So DEI isn't inherently bad. It is just that when you get this hyper fixation, and like I said previously, you forego the core elements of making a good game, this is what we get in an industry that's on fire right now with layoffs, even for insanely successful titles like Marvel Rivals, with games media trying to push narratives of success for games that were barely mid, like Avowed, and putting the extreme woke hyperfixation on a pedestal that all games should strive to be, that most gamers don't really care about. With the quality of Western games in general just falling off due to all this insane bloat and trend chasing, we need to, as a community, recognize and lift up the games that do it right. Sure, there are some performance issues with Wilds. Get mad about that. That's an actual physical issue with the game, right? Sure, the way they told the story felt like a PlayStation exclusive. It's a walk and talk simulator. Get mad about that. And yes, there are DEI and woke elements in the game, but that's not a problem. It hasn't made the game worse. It's just made the game more inclusive, and that's okay. It hasn't ruined the game. It hasn't. If you feel some type of way about it, that's on you. And at the end of the day, Wilds has been a fantastic and extremely fun gaming experience. One that I've been able to enjoy with my friends, and doesn't deserve the negativity or the label of being DEI slop when it's a game that actually did its DEI correctly. And that's by just making a fun game. So what if there's women? So what if there's black people? So what if there's brown people or Asians? Every game doesn't have to be 8 different colors of white, you know? But that's what gaming is supposed to be. It's fun. I hope we can start to pull away from labeling everything as bad because it's woke or has DEI, and instead actually play the game, get a feel for it, make a determination based on your own experience. Let a game be bad because the gameplay sucks or the writing is awful. I know it's a minority of people who feel this way, but I want to make sure that the people who sit in the middle, the 80% of us that are normal, hold these people accountable for being absurd. And yes, it goes the other way too. Veilguard isn't a good game just because there's an insane amount of DEI and wokeness. Yet there are people who will argue exactly that. We need to hold them accountable too. Stop letting the loud minority steer the crowd. Stand your ground. Use your own experience to make an analysis, and don't get caught up in trends. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you feel about Wilds or the auto-hate DEI/woke stuff that's been going around down in the comments. Don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe. Join our Discord for notifications when I go live on Twitch. Links for both will be in the description. I'll see you all next time. Peace.